guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. So I make some of like quick meals like for mostly for this might be a tip that might help people who have no nannies, who have no maids, and you're always on the run, you have different activities with your kids. Yeah, if you have kids and they do activities outside school, you know what I'm talking about. You never have time to even like make a meal. So I love using this is one of my best things to have in the kitchen, and it's a slow cooker. This exact brand is the Cook's brand, but I love it because it has timers on it. I'm sure most slow cookers have timers on them, so I can put in anything that I want, like soups, you know, like meat or pasta or rice. So anything really. You can look up recipes of how to cook different things in the slow cooker, and you'll be ready to go. So it has a timer on it, so whenever it's time, like let's say I put it in for 4 hours, whenever it's done, it will just set itself back to keeping it warm, and it would just like go to the warm section of it, and will just stay warming up but not cooking. So which is perfect, so you don't have to worry about your food ever getting burned or something like that. So here we go. So today I'm making I'm just doing some soup. So it's the green split peas. That's the kind, that's Goya. You guys can find different, any kind of peas, green peas, that would be just the same. These are dry, so they're hard. So I just rinse them out, kind of like wash them in, rinse them out to just, you know, just to make sure they're clean. And I put them in here. So this has compartments, so this comes out of the other slow cooker pan. So I just added those in here. So those are peas. I just cut in some tomatoes, added those in, added in some green peppers, because I just want it to be like a nice stew. So I just chopped some tomatoes, so I'm gonna add those in there as well. And then I'll also add, let me adjust here to show you guys what I'm doing. Sorry, you might not see my face, but that's okay. All right, so, and I'll just add in an onion. This is a red onion. I had used it before, so I just put the rest of it in the fridge so that it doesn't go bad. So here we go. You have to be careful to make sure you don't cut your fingers. And you know, they have all these different gadgets now that you can also have in the kitchen. You don't ever have to touch things like this. You just throw them in and it chops them for you. So, you know, technology is saving us. But if you're old school sometimes, just like me, you'll still want to chop your stuff using hands. But yeah, so add your onions in there, and I'll add some, this is like a traditional way of making stews for me. This is how, growing up, this is pretty much how we made stews. Just like adding vegetables and you're good to go. And with this, you don't even have to add oil in it, nothing. So if you want, you can sprinkle in some ghee, you know, cow ghee if you have it. If you wanted to have like an extra, you know, homey taste for those of you who eat things like cow ghee. If not, you can drizzle in some little bit of olive oil if you want, avocado oil, name it. But you can as well not adding any oil in there. So I'm adding in some carrots in there. This is gonna be super good. Yeah, Yeah, you want to cut them in smaller pieces so they're not sticking out from the rest of the ingredients that you're just adding into your cowpea stew or soup, you might call it. There we go. So we're done with the vegetables that we kind of want to add in. Then if you want, you can also add in any kind of vegetables. Vegetables don't hurt you. They're good for you. So I'll go ahead and add in some red pepper here. These are not chili peppers, they're just sweet bell peppers. So there you go. So you have a mixture like this. Doesn't it look amazing already? Yeah, so, you know, mix it up to make sure. It doesn't matter really if you mix it up. So, and I'll be adding in a pinch of salt. So maybe a tablespoonful. If you're African like me, most Africans don't measure stuff. Don't tell them I say that. So I put in maybe 2 of these little spoons of salt, and this is Himalayas salt. And then I'll add in some, you know, some black pepper here. So this is a grinder. So I grind some, what is it? Tandoori Masala. Yes. So this is more of like an Indian kind of. Let's see. Let me try to be modern here. So I put in like a quarter tablespoon. So here's my little quarter tablespoon. There we go. And then I'll also add in some Garam masala right there. I got these spices from Uganda because I love African spices. But you can also get them in any other stores, like in the US. I've seen them in different stores. You just have to go to like the international sections and you'll find them there. So our stuff here is ready to go. So I'll just be adding in some vegetable broth. Yeah, I'm gonna add in some vegetable broth here. This is this is the organic kind. This is from Wegmans, which is a local store to me. And I'll be adding in this whole thing. But you can also just use normal water if you wanted. I have never tried making broth myself at home, but I think it's something worth venturing in. So I'll leave just this whole, this is 32 ounces worth. I don't know how many cups those are. It's probably like 2 cups of water. So depending on how much peas you put in, so you might add in more water or less water, or more broth or less broth. So this looks good already to me, and I'm gonna just have to put a cover on it. And plug it in. So plug it in over here, and I'll set it to cook on high for 4 hours. Cause right now it's 1 p.m. So maybe by the time 4 hours, that's around 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 5-ish, so I'll check on it like midway to make sure it's cooking fine, but you don't really have to. It will just keep cooking for 4 hours, and if after 4 hours it's... So over here is some red sweet potatoes that are steaming. Like I say, that's what we'll be enjoying. And over here is the whole mixture. As you can see, it's starting at 3:59. So that's the time. So we'll be cooking for 4 hours, and that's how it looks like. and I'm cooking the red sweet potatoes. These are super good. Actually, they call them purple sweet potatoes. But you guys can look up these sweet potatoes. If you have normal other sweet potatoes like in Uganda, you guys have different varieties as well. They are the best sweet potatoes. So you can enjoy that with anything really. This soup, you can enjoy it with some rice. You can enjoy it just as soup. But for us, we'll be enjoying it with some red sweet potatoes later. Okay, catch you guys. Catch you later. Take care. Again, this is one of the amazing things you guys should have, especially if you don't have too much help at home. You're always on the run like me. Grab yourself a slow cooker and you'll be ready to go. You can read up, look up different reviews, different slow cookers, and see what they have different prices. So look for whichever you think fits in your budget and whichever has really good reviews. Okay, take care. Bye bye.